How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another Modern Warfare 2 video. I want to share with you the settings that I've been using on my PS5 to help control the recoil here in this game. Now, it is not perfect. There may be some adjustments that you might have to do, but this will be a really good foundation for you to start trying to figure out what you need to adjust to have the perfect settings. Now, there are going to be some instances where you're going to have to try to control it because some weapons are going to have a vertical jump on the recoil. So for the M4, without trying to control it, you can see it climbs, even with the settings that I'm going to show you in this video. Now, if I control it, I can keep it within wherever I put my reticle, but it's going to have a climb to it without trying to actually control it. So again, you are going to have some type of skill to be able to control the recoil to an extent, but these are the type of settings that I use for my recoil. So if you go into your settings, go into controller, and you're going to want to go down to aiming and then horizontal stick sensitivity and vertical stick sensitivity. Now I have mine at medium. You could have yours a little bit lower, a little bit higher, and that's where some of this stuff is going to have to be adjusted. For me, I like to have my stuff a little bit lower, move a little bit slower, and playing stuff like Halo SWAT, I tend to have my sensitivity pretty low so that way I can have those precision shots pretty quickly. Now, you're also going to want to adjust the ADS sensitivity multiplier. I have mine at 0.35. I've been kind of fluctuating between 0.35 and 0.50 depending on the situation that I am in and the type of gun that I'm using, so that kind of gives you an idea that you may have to adjust that here and there. If you go into advanced, make sure you have aim assist on and you have for your aim assist type to be Black Ops. I've also done precision. Haven't really seen too much of a difference, so it's more of a personal preference between those two. But if anything, just go with Black Ops and you should be fine. You're also going to want to go to your response curve type and leave it as dynamic. I've tried the other two, and I think if I was to choose another one, it would be linear, but dynamic seems to be working pretty well. And you're going to want to have the ADS sense multiplier focus. This is going to be if you're using something like a sniper or something where you have to actually focus. Then I have that at 0.40, and it seems to work pretty fine for me. You're also going to want to have the ADS sensitivity transitioning timing to be instant. This is going to have it where the multiplier is going to be applied immediately when you aim down the sight. I've tried gradual and after zoom. Gradual is not too bad, but instant is exactly what I'm looking for. Then you're going to want to go into your dead zones, and this is where it gets a little tricky and where you may have to adjust some things. So if you have a brand new controller, then you're going to want to probably bring this down a little bit for the left and right sticks minimum. I leave mine at 0.15. I have kind of a used PS5 controller. This controller I've had since launch and doesn't have analog drift or anything like that. But 0.15 for both the minimums for the left and right stick is good. 75 or 0.75 for the max on both works very well as well. That way you're not really sluggish when you're trying to move, and you don't have to put too much on the analog stick to be able to move your guy around. So like for example, I'm able to move pretty freely, pretty quickly, and then snap really quickly with those settings. So for the other things you're going to want to do is the L2 and the R2 buttons. These are going to be your triggers, so bringing up the sight and also firing. Having those all the way up seems to be very, very well for me. It pretty much snaps the stuff very quickly, as if you had trigger stops on a controller. Now, again, some of these settings might have to be adjusted. These are what I use. It's what my buddy has been trying as well, and he's been loving it. So if you guys want to try those settings out, or if there's some settings that you want to suggest in the comments, drop them, go ahead. Let me know if these settings work for you. And if you want more tips and tricks like this, let me know in the comments as well. But if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll go ahead and get you guys some more Modern Warfare 2 guides once I find some interesting stuff to share. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.